Welcome back, Phillies sports fans, and welcome to the Phightins Final here on the Edge of Philly Sports with your boy Matty B on this Sunday evening. This Sunday evening series of winning edition of the Phightins Final. The Phillies today handling their business against the Kansas City Royals today to a tune of 8-4, taking 2 out of 3 from the Royals down there at Citizens Bank Park, and winning their 20th series of the season to boot, as they improved their record to that 10 game over 500. They can't seem to get kind of past that, but 61-51 now on the season. Phillies 8-4 winners today at Citizens Bank Park. In one of those games where you just kind of felt it in the air, didn't you? Just kind of felt the Phillies willing themselves to victory. 3 home runs today by the Phillies. Taijuan Walker kind of got off to a shaky start, but he regulated himself through the middle innings, kind of locked himself down. And they got enough out of him for the remainder of the season. I mean, he went 7 very strong innings, as Taijuan Walker did today. The Phillies offense, as I said, 3 home runs today, chipping into the effort of an 8-4 victory. Thus, the Phillies' 14-game homestand, the season-long 14-game homestand, continues through this weekend, and then it will start again on Monday against the Washington Nationals. But more to talk about. Let's focus in on them pesky Kansas City Royals, because they are a pesky team. When you're not really much of a fan of a team like the Kansas City Royals, you don't really know what the hell's going on with a team like the Kansas City Royals until they come and play you. But I got to say, after watching them this weekend, if they can figure out their pitching staff, this is a good young team, and they may very well be coming back into that 2015 form that they had a few years back when they won the World Series. But they got to get their pitching together. Today, not the case. Is Greinke, who I didn't even know was still pitching in the league, went for the Royals today, and he wasn't very effective for them. Let's go to the game action, shall we? The Phillies, let's go to the scoring action. As I mentioned, Taijuan Walker not getting off to a great start in this game. The Royals would get things going in a 3-run first inning. Massey would knock in Garcia, Beatty would knock in Perez, and then Walters would hit that sac fly, or Waters would hit that sac fly to make it 3-0. And before you can really get settled into your seats down there at the bank, the Phillies were already kind of down, and Ty Walker wasn't looking his best. But here they come. The lead was very short-lived, as Bryson Stott would start the scoring in a big way, a 3-run shot in the bottom of the first inning, scoring Alec Bohm and Bryce Harper. But then here come the Royals in this second inning, as Melendez would homer to make it 4-3. But then the Phillies would kind of just pour it on from there. Schwarber, the 2-run shot in the second. Castellanos, then the 2-run shot in the fifth. And then Bryce Harper would knock in Kyle Schwarber in the 7th inning. 8-4 is your final score down there at the bank. Offensively for the Phillies, let's take some team numbers. Why don't we? The Phillies on the day, 8 runs, 12 hits, and they finished with an error. Some offensive standouts. Let's look at Kyle Schwarber. I'm very quick to throw him under a bus, and I don't want him here, and I don't like him here, but he had a good day today. He was 3 for 4 with 2 runs, 2 RBIs, a homer, and only 1 strikeout, as that batting average is back up to the ripe 182. Alec Bohm 1 for 4, Bryce Harper 2 for 3. Bryce, he's starting to come along a little bit too, and I got to give him that credit. Again, another multiple hit day, 2 runs scored, and he also had another RBI. His average is now up to 300, showing some signs of power. I was calling for his expulsion, if you will, to the minor leagues about a month ago. I don't back off of that. I thought that, maybe he could have worked out those problems down there and then come back up here a little bit more focused and centered and confident. But they worked it out up here, and it seems to be kind of, a process with him, and it's rounding in the form. Nick Castellanos, who's I guess, officially out of the slump, 1 for 4 today with 2 RBIs, the big home run. Bryson Stott, the huge home run. Tre Turner, 1 for 4. Listen, it's a positive day for Tre Turner. 1 for 4. He did strike out 2 times, but he did get a hit. Sosa, Stubbs, and Rojas, who was 2 for 3 today, in I guess, a forgotten role, because after you get picked off, it's hard for you to get excited about your offensive day numbers. But Rojas was 2 for 3. Pitching for the Phillies, Taijuan Walker, just like he was the first pitcher last week to pick up his 12th win of the season. Well, he's now the first 13-game winner in Major League Baseball this season. 7 innings pitched, 7 hits, 4 runs. They were earned, a walk, 2 strikeouts, give up a homer. Soto and Hoffman in relief of him. Zach Greinke, where have you gone? He's 1-12 now. Wow. 1-12. His ERA is now 5.53 on the season. 7 hits, 5 runs. They were all earned. 4 strikeouts. He gave up 2 home runs and it only lasted 4 innings. Hesley and MacArthur in relief of him for the Kansas City Royals. And there you have 8-4 Phillies victory as they take 2 out of 3 from the Royals and now set their sights on the Nationals for the National League East. Or as you know, we get back into the NL East and our NL East foes. Phillies will welcome the Nationals in on Monday. Pat, what's up, man? How are you? So, what are your thoughts, folks? What are your thoughts on this weekend series? Positive, it didn't start out that way against the Royals on Friday. Obviously, the overarching story of the weekend is the Tre Turner gush fest that occurred, and there's multiple opinions about it. My opinion is this: I'm a Tre Turner supporter, 100%, and I want to see him work his way out of things. I'm not a social media kind of guy, so I don't really live my life about what's happening on social media, nor do I care what's happening on social media. And what do I care though if they decided to get it rolling through social media? I don't really care. It was what it was. It was good to see a little bit of hypocritical maybe for the Phillies faithful, and there is some hypocrisy, I guess is the word I'm looking for that. We want to string certain other players up, but yet we want to embrace Tre Turner. And the Kyle Schwarber comparison is where I will go to. Turner's batting 238, Kyle Schwarber's batting 182, but we seem to give Kyle Schwarber a pass, and that befuddles me. I don't really get it. With Tre Turner's all his struggles this season, he's still batting 70 points higher than Kyle Schwarber, but yet we give Kyle Schwarber a pass because he hits home runs, and yet we want to be very critical of Tre Turner because of the money he's getting paid. But Kyle Schwarber's not getting paid peanuts, all right? He's getting paid millions of dollars too, but yet we give a pass to that guy and we want to attack other players. But listen, as far as the Tre Turner thing in a roundabout way, I thought it was cool to see. You got his back. We got his back, and he's going to be here, like it or not, for the next 10 years or so. So you got to definitely support him any way you can. But yeah, so that's my opinion of the whole Tre Turner stuff down there at the bank over the weekend. Let's take a look at scores around Major League Baseball on this Sunday afternoon. These are finals. White Sox over the Guardians 5-3. The Astros over the Yankees 9-7. Mets lose to the Orioles 2-0. Blue Jays all over the Red Sox 13-1. Rays over the Tigers 10-6. Nationals 6-3 winners over the Reds. The Twins 5-3 over the Diamondbacks. Pirates 4-1 over the Brewers. Rockies 1-0 winners over the Cardinals. 6-4 Cubs over the Braves. 6-0 Rangers over the Marlins. The Mariners 3-2 winners over the Angels, and Athletics 8-6 winners over the Giants, and it is 8-2 LA over the Padres out there in I think that was the night game, I guess. Was it the 7 o'clock game? I think it was. And that's your scores around Major League Baseball on this Sunday evening. Remember, as I mentioned, 6:40 pitch time tomorrow at Citizen Bank Park as the 14-game homestand rolls on. We welcome the Nationals in the town. Trevor Williams will be going for the Nationals and he'll be faced by Ranger Suarez. 6:40 start down there at the bank. And as we look around at the standings right now on this Sunday evening, the Phillies find themselves still kind of holding court there in second place, all alone in the National League East, 10.5 games behind the Atlanta Braves. The Marlins come in third place, 14 games behind the Braves. And then the Mets and the Nationals round out the division. Is the division out of reach? I say nay. I think the Phillies have a shot, and we need to kind of center our attention on that. But we're not. We're going to center our attention on the wild card, where the Phillies find themselves tied for the top spot in the NL wild card with the Giants, and got the Cubs and Reds, Marlins and Diamondbacks, and to a lesser extent the Padres all nipping at their nose, as this wild card in the NL will probably be a very tight race to the very, very, very end of it. But there you have your standings, your schedule, and your scores on this Sunday in baseball around the major leagues. And but while I got you here, let's take a look at the edge of Philly sports. It's Sunday. We're on the dawn of a new week. And here is the schedule from EOP. little bit of a change. My show that was actually on Tuesdays was moved to Thursdays in the month of July. Is now going to settle in on Mondays. That's right. I'm taking Talking Philly Sports with Manny B to Mondays at 8 p.m. starting tomorrow. It's going to be my new home. Monday night will be where I will settle in for a while, and I hope to find you there with me on Mondays going forward. And we'll start this hopefully tomorrow night. Still working through some logistics about that, but we're going to give it a shot tomorrow. But that is the new time for my show. Mondays at 8 o'clock. We got the Phightins final as well tomorrow night, following that show and following the Phillies game, and then everything else this week on the Edge of Philly Sports. Please do not hesitate to look for what you're looking for, because if you can't find an EOP, it just doesn't exist. And don't forget Philly Sports Trips. If you want to travel like the pros, look no further than the Philly Sports Trips. Got you covered for the Eagles. Got you covered next year for the Phillies in London. And also, I think they still got you covered for this trip out to San Diego in the beginning of September. I know it's getting close to closing time on that one, but head over to phillysportstrips.com and check out all they have to offer. And while you're there, make sure you hit up my man, Dave Cherry. If you have workman's compensation, motor vehicle accident, personal injury, or criminal law questions, comments, concerns, 610-565-0300. Tell Dave that old Matty B sent you. And once you're done with that, and you're looking to get some sports, concerts, or theater tickets, well, look no further than Shuri's Tickets Town. Shuri's Ticket Town at www.shuristickets.com. Family owned and operated since 1946. Enter or save an additional 10% if you enter the promo code EOP10. And once you're done with all of that, well, settle back and enjoy some times over there at Dolan's Bar at 24 East Sellers Ave in Ridley Park, Pennsylvania, in the heart of Delaware County, or Delco. I really don't know the difference. I'm not from Delco. I'm from the 215, so we call it Philadelphia. But, whatever. Delco, Delaware County, Ridley Park, Drexel Hill, whatever else neighborhoods are down there. Delco. Anyway, Dolan's down there in 24 East Sellers Ave, Ridley Park, for Quizzo music, great times, memorabilia giveaways. Look no further than Dolan's. You never know who might walk through the front door. So, yeah. I don't know, no disrespect for Delco. I don't get Delco. I don't get the whole concept of it. Is it Delaware? Is it Pennsylvania? Is it Philadelphia? Is it not? What is Delco? Somebody explain it to me. I want to know. I want an explanation of what Delco is. Yeah, I really want to know. Anyway, folks, it's been an honor to come back at you. I was with you earlier in the week for the final, and I get the privilege of wrapping up the week, or maybe starting off the week with you on this show. I expect to see me back more and more as I transition back into the show. My schedule is lightening up a little bit, and we'll get to where we got to be. Busy time in Philadelphia sports as we approach the start of the Philadelphia Eagles season. And we got playoff baseball heating up. And we got all kinds of, we got the Flyers getting ready to start. The Sixers are just around the corner. I mean, this is the money time. This is the money maker here. And I'll be ready to go for it with everybody. But 8-4 winners today to Phillies over the Royals. And I am going to send you out on this Sunday, like I sent you out on every other Sunday before. When I used to host a lot on Sundays on this show. Walter says Kyle gets the job done. Most certainly does. But I'm going to send you out how I used to send you out when I would host the final on Sundays in the past. And that is with a look back at the week that was in Phillies home runs. Make sure you're tuning in tomorrow night when we come back at you after the Nationals game. Make sure you're tuning in to every other show we got here on the network. So until we talk again, go Phils.
Fly ball right center field. That's well hit. Going back is Davis. Back toward the crevice. It is gone! Onto the concourse in opposite field. 2-run home run for Alec Bohm. It's his 10th of the year, and the Phillies take a 2-0 lead.
Well, has anybody had
Now the 0-2 pitch. And a high fly ball to deep left field. De La Cruz going back. It is gone! Off the auxiliary scoreboard. A 2-run home run for Castellanos. The Phillies Phillies have taken the lead here in the top of the ninth inning. It's a 3-1 game.
Oh, is that a beautiful thing? And he stayed back on this little breaking ball. It stays in the middle of the plate, and you can't throw it all that well.
Fly ball center field. Pretty well hit. Chisholm's going back toward the wall. It is gone!
Wow.
A two-run pinch hit home run for Brandon Marsh. The Phillies have retaken the lead here in the 10th inning. They lead it 7-5, and for the second straight night, they've hit a two-run home run against David Robertson. Today. Oh, he can. He hits that one well out to right field. Sanchez on the run out toward the track. It is gone! I guess the hand is okay, and the Phillies have a 2-0 lead. He goes from being an emergency last night to being the starting catcher today and launching an opposite field home run to give the Phils an early 2-0 lead. That ball's hooked deep to left field. Going back is Melendez. It is gone! Two-run home run, Castellanos. It's number 16. And the Phillies jump out to the early lead. Talk about barrel on the base. Fly ball left field. Taylor's going back into the alley. It is gone! Towering two-run home run for Alec Bohm. And just like last night, the Phillies strike first on top 2-0. Here in the bottom of the first. Can avoid it. Fly ball left center field. That's well hit. Going back is Waters. It is gone! Two-run home run, Harper. Caleb's feeling good about it. His new buddy hitting a home run. 6th of the year. Not only that, Caleb, but he's a triple away from the cycle.
Yeah, he is. And that.
Runners at first and second. Turner in a high fly ball to deep left field. He answered their call. It's gone! A 3-run home run for Tre. And the Phillies have just taken the lead. It's an 8-6 ball game, and this place is jumping for joy.